Hey guys, Dmonty here with another video on 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Now, in today's video, we are going to be talking specifically on PvP. Now, the reason why PvP is so important is because literally, you can get 50 free gems every single week for the rest of the entirety of the game. I don't play JP as much, but because I was so high ranked in PvP, I used to get 50 gems a week. That's almost like 10 free multis. Well, it's 200 gems like a month. So it's a lot of free multis like a month for free, okay? So PvP is pretty important. Not only on top of that, it also allows you to get UR gear for your characters, increasing your CP, increasing your attack power, increasing your HP. PvP is really actually important in this game, at least the unranked ungeared PvP. It's what we're going to be specifically talking about today. And I want to show you guys how to basically have a 100% win rate. I will eventually lose. You know, I'm not perfect, but let me show you guys something that I kind of know what I'm talking about here. We're just gonna do this. This is what my post on Twitter. I went 51 out of 51. Basically, I won 100% of my matches last week, and I got up to rank 2,550, which is a free, I believe, 34 gems a week currently, and I will grind this out to 3,500 this week. Now, the meta is kind of changing as of today when this video goes live because Hellbrum is released. Hellbrum is a very good unit in PvP. You will be seeing a lot of them. However, my team already kind of counters that to a certain extent, and I'll show why. I'll explain why at least, okay? All right. So here is the team I use. There is some variance, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that. Green Merlin, the one unit that is a must on here is Green Merlin. She is not available in the shop yet. However, she should be sometime next week. I was expecting her to be in the shop today. However, for some reason, they put Red Gother in the shop today. So if you guys don't have Red Gother, good time to pick them up. Only 5 coins. It probably makes you feel a little dumb for spending, you know, I spent 1,200 gems to try to get him, and then he's in the shop for free, basically. Well, kind of for free. So best unit in the game, though. That's why they probably did that. You got to have him. Okay. Whew. Blue King. Blue King is so versatile. His AoE does a lot of damage. If you guys can pick up some of his weapons from the clothing shop to increase his attack power, I highly recommend doing so. He is a beast. My linking buddies aren't even perfect here. I could have more CP if I chose to use a Deanne instead of a Lizahawk, but it's fine. I still get the job done. CCs on silver, and then also heals. So, and he gets rid of status effects. So basically, if they try to CC you as someone else besides King, it doesn't even matter. Gallon. Now, Gallon for me is like a must. Like, you don't need to have him. There are some other units that can replace Gallon. But I freaking love him, and he is a staple on my PvP team, and I'll show you guys why in just a second. Actually, I'll explain it really quick. His ability to basically, when he's on the field, he taunts a unit, right? Now, that unit only has to attack Gallon. So, you can use that to your advantage, too, knowing, like, the enemy is forced. So, say it goes on King. King is forced to attack Gallon. Not only does this ability cause a taunt as well, it also makes it so that unit cannot put status effects on anybody. So, if it, like, you're fighting a King and it goes on King, that King can no longer CC you. And in my opinion, that's so invaluable. And also kind of thinking out loud, say if you're fighting a Merlin and that ability goes on Merlin, you know that Merlin can only reduce the ult gauge of Gallon. And so it's probably more beneficial to increase the ult gauge of your other units. It has more versatility there, okay? All right, and your last unit, this is kind of controversial. I know a lot of people like to use Gil Thunder. Some people like to use Red Elizahawk. Not Red Elizahawk, Red Elizabeth. There's a lot of units you can use as a last unit. I like Bond personally because he's a threat at the end, so I just like to use him. I don't mind using Gil Thunder because Gil Thunder increases your PvP team's defense by 30%. More life is always great, but that is the team I like to use. Now, the main staple here, and I'm going to show you guys how to ult on the second turn because this is my strategy. I basically win my PvP matches. You will ult on the second turn if you use my strategy, okay? Now, if your CP isn't as high, it's okay. You're still ulting on the second turn. You're going to wreck your opponent, and I probably should get to the max PvP rank before putting up this video because this is actually going to help a lot of people. I'm going to show you guys how to ult on the second turn. If you don't have Green Merlin, you can still ult on the second turn, okay? Alright, so let's head back into the game and let's do this. So we are going to go recording, and let's go hop into a PvP match really quick. Actually, I need to pull this up right here. Great. PvP battle. And PvP, the player character becomes the representative here. Yeah, that's fine. Enter. I don't even know why that popped up. Okay, so there is one other thing that you need to know about this, okay? The whole purpose of my team is to ult first. I ult on second turn every single turn, and basically you have to try to stop it, okay? Sometimes I ult with 2 characters on the second turn. I've had that happen before as well. It's just luck of the draw. I haven't done any geared PvP yet on this account, so we're going to be looking at, I'm going to show you guys Elite right now at 2,500. I probably won't lose any of these matches until I get closer to 3,000. It's when other people are using this strategy, okay? Now, there is a food that you must use for this strategy, and you can also use this food and still ult on the second turn if you don't have Green Merlin. Green Merlin helps tremendously, however, because she basically lets your whole team start with 1 ult gauge. Now, there is a food that also does that with just the food itself. It's insane. And it is honey apple pie. Can I actually show what the ingredients are there? And I'll try to remember to show it. I believe it's flour, it's honey, and it's apples. Okay, so if you don't have this, you can go buy it from the shop. I think it's the 2nd or 3rd pound, but that's all you need in order to make this. So you can see battle start a battle with 1 ultimate gauge. So boom. Now every unit will start with 2 ultimate gauge at the start of battle. Now let's pop in one of these things, and I can kind of show you guys what's happening here and why I'm 51 out of 51. Okay. Team is dirty. I haven't seen this. This is my first PvP match with Helbram. If Gallon's ability goes on Helbram, Helbram's useless. So very, very strong there. There are a few combinations that's just so deadly. If you start out with King CC, dude, it's dirty. You're gonna ult with King on the second turn. Let me show you guys what's up. So whoever the last card is you're guaranteed to get an ult with, and I'll show you that in just a second. So here's my hand. We're going up, ooh, against Green Melee. So I actually got the King card. So we're gonna move that over right here, and boom, I am guaranteed to ult. Already guaranteed to ult. I'm actually gonna change that around a little bit though. We are going to go ahead and use Gallon's ability. It was lagging a little bit there. We are going to combine, and then we are going to CC. Let's actually CC King over here, because he's the only one. If you see a King, you want to CC King just because he can just erase the CC. So we're going to do that. There we go. Petrify. You can't remove the bleed. And my King is ulting next turn. And then on top of that, I have Gallon ulting the turn after that. So he's in trouble. Needless to say, I can kill King pretty much guaranteed next turn. I'm pretty sure. Let's see what happens here. So he's trying to stop King. He's not going to be able to. Okay, and Meliodas is forced to attack Gallon. We got a full counter. That doesn't matter. All right, so let's go ahead and use, sorry, my game is over here on this screen, so we want to make sure we got that right. Let's do that, and let's combine. And you know what, normally I wouldn't do this, but I want to ensure King's death, so if that hits, hopefully this actually doesn't kill King, because that could have actually been a huge mistake. Nope, so that did ensure King's death, and I have Gallon ult next turn as well. So you can see just by this first match, now Gallon's ulting, and still, now he has Red Merlin. But it doesn't matter, because if he CCs Gallon, my King can knock him out. So he's in trouble big time right here. Let's see what he does. I might actually take out, I'll probably take out, let me see. Dude, that counter's so deadly, but that CC is too, and he's trying to take out Gallon as fast as he can. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna ult Meliodas. That should kill him. Okay, and then we're gonna hit Arthur. And you know what? It's okay if Meliodas. I'm gonna stop Arthur's ult just in case. So let's see what happens here. This should kill Meliodas. Boom! Meliodas dead. This might kill Arthur with the bronze. It didn't, but this will. Doosh, 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 doosh. And now he's down to 1 unit. So, you can see, dude, if I were this dude, I'd quit right now. This is an actual player that I am playing against, so you guys can kind of see this firsthand. And there's nothing he can do. Like, if you ult on second turn, I got lucky, I got the King card too, so I was able to CC. He's like, what the actual hell just happened? And this is how I won 51 matches in a row, just using ult gauge food, and I'm pretty sure this guy just threw his phone and he's going to quit. And I'm kind of waiting for that real quick. Enemy turn. Yeah, he's probably gonna CC, would be my guess. Watch this. Dude, this is gonna be dirty. Watch. Okay, and here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a king card. We are gonna hit, and then we're gonna CC myself. this card right, watch this. Silver. Boom! Oh, I got CC'd, so I lost my attack buff. I forgot about that. So once Galen ults, he gets a huge buff, and I lost that because of CC. That was a mistake on my part, but not a big deal. Dude, he's so done. We're gonna get king, and now he's kind of screwing with me. I wouldn't say he's screwing with me, but he can't do anything, so he's just kind of wasting time at this point. All right, so yeah, he forfeited the match, so I get a lot of that. I hope this video kind of helps you. Let me show you real quick. I just want to show you the oak gauge food. I just want another one right there. Even if you don't have the apple pie, you can still combine the card and use two, because every unit starts off with 2 cards regardless. So you can still combine a card and then use 2 cards in order to get the old gauge off on the second turn. Just having Merlin on that team though allows you more you're a little bit more viable. So I'd recommend having Merlin, but you can still do it without Merlin if that makes sense. Okay. I real quick want to show the ingredients for the apple pie because that is, whole part of the strategy. Yay, eat a dish one time. I gotta go buy that Hawk Pass because that Hawk Pass is actually pretty lit. Free SSR tickets. However, I am saving all my SSR tickets until Escanor goes in the pool. There's no reason to use them right now. Nothing I need from that pool until Escanor hits that. So let's go talk to Bon really fast. There's Bon. There we go. And so it is flour, guys. It is honey. And it is apples. So I'll do 10 servings, see if we can get 50 foods. I farmed these up, so I recommend you guys do too. Such an OP food. You could just buy it too. Ultra success, 50 apple pies. I'm good for 50 PvP matches. So that's enough to take me all the way to the 3,500 if I continue to win. Guys, I hope this video helps you. I have a 100% win rate so far in PvP. It's mostly because I have this experience, coming from the JP side of the game, and I don't think a whole lot of people know about it yet. So if you guys want to ult on second turn, this is how you do it. If you don't have Green Merlin, use the apple pies. Combine your cards, you get 2 ult gauge, and then use 2 cards, and basically it's 4 ult gauge. You will ult on second turn. So, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Laters.